Right, good afternoon everyone. A couple of videos ago I talked about another project that we're getting into. Got plenty of projects. Right there you can see there's a pad. So this driveway that I'm standing on, this is the new one for my brother and sister-in-law's house. And we've got this piece of paddock here which is, it's not going to get used anymore. They were just talking about planting it. It used to be part of this paddock, but yeah, me and Suzanne always had a dream of building a tiny house, sort of bed and breakfast setup. So as you know, I'm building the cabin at home for Suzanne, so that's the test run, and we're going to build another cabin after that, which is just a bit longer, which has shower and toilet, kitchen, all in one bedroom, and we're going to put it there on this pad. So it's a pretty cool spot where during the winter there's water coming down through here, so I've been gathering up rocks from around the paddock and from this site here and putting them in there to actually make like a rocky stream, and we'll have a car park there with a bridge coming across. I think Suzanne wants to call it the island getaway because it's like you're on an island. And we're going to plant up all around the back here so you can't see cars driving past. And what I like about this spot is if you stand here and look up in the bush, got these big old redwoods just there. So we've also got a stream that's running down here. This stream runs past, and this fence will be going. We're putting it up around there to fence off the paddock. But yeah, so once these blackberries are cleared, you actually be able to get down to the stream. It's actually quite a nice little stream. We've got to do a bit of gardening. Some dead trees we're going to remove here, but it's where's the spot where you can see it? It's quite a deep little stream. It's got a rocky bottom. You can't really see it too much, but yeah. So today we carted the piles of topsoil from up there, and there was a pile of rock just there from some other job that Dad's dumped it there, but we put it in here and we filled this in. This used to be a bit of a dip here, so it used to drop down from the pad, drop down and then go down there. It's actually sort of a bit swampy, but with the road going in there, the water's sort of been diverted, so it should all come down here now, down that stream, and we've flattened this here off, so this will be a nice little spot. Put some sort of eating area down by the stream, fire pit or something, I'm not sure. Be an enclosed sort of deck on there, so you got some shelter when it's raining. But yeah, that's the plan with this. So Suzanne was driving the John Deere with the trailer, and I was loading her, so she's had a go at carting dirt. So she's a super mum, she can do anything. So like I said, the plan is we're going to plant along here. I'm going to plant this out right through here. Probably plant around that way too, because I don't want to have to mow too much lawn. We'll keep this here mowing, but I don't want to be mowing all of that just to for the sake of mowing lawn. We also don't want the bush to be too big because we don't want it to shade this too much. But yeah, there's be quite a nice spot. It'll seem like you're out in the bush, but you're not actually. That's the tanker drive just over there. Yeah, we've been busy this afternoon carting dirt. She's just got back with some dinner, so I'm going to take this tractor back to the barn. I've been doing the tractor shuffle, put it in the barn and then get back for dinner. So might actually just take a look at the turnips while we're up there. So just catch you in a minute. So you have to bear the wind up here. It's just a bit more exposed than we were before, but part of the reason for doing the tiny house sort of bed and breakfast thing is because we're a smaller dairy farm, and we look like supporting two families. We need other forms of income. Other forms of income would be really great because it just brings in a little bit more cash flow. So it's something that we're looking at doing. We're definitely going to do it. Obviously we'll start it, but it might still be a year or two because I've got to build another cabin yet. So we'll get Suzanne's one done first, and then we'll look at the next one. But right, so here are the turnips. They are looking fantastic. The longest stuff is nearly up to my knee. It's looking pretty pest free at the moment, very clean. When I say pest free, it's got bug free. Someone made the comment that why didn't I just leave the weeds because the turnips would outgrow them and smother them. In the past I've seen paspalum take over paddocks, and I think the very first turnip crop I ever done, which is about 6 or 7 years ago, I didn't spray. So because I had 3 paddocks at the time, I just let them, I grazed them off, and then at the very end I sprayed them before I put them back in grass. Well, now what I do is once we've grazed one, I actually spray that one, because what happened was the paspalum took over and it got up, it was like over knee high of paspalum, and I had to spend days going around these paddocks just scraping it off so that we could run the seed drill through. It was just so thick with paspalum. So that's why I spray the paspalum and the flatweeds, because I don't want those weeds coming up. Well, you know, I want to manage the weeds. And it also, the more I kill, hopefully the better the pasture will be when I put it back into pasture, because we're killing those weeds. So over here I could see just before where I threw that seed around. So you can see through here, that's turnips there. I threw a bit of seed around, and some of it obviously germinated because there's quite a bit of turnip quite close together there, and that would have been me just broadcasting it. There's a bit over here. Yeah, but sorry, going back to the paspalum, you can see the paspalum starting to go yellow. There it is there, it's dying off. You can see a different distinct yellowiness of the paspalum. There's a good example. So that'll die off and pretty much be nothing. And if you look at these weeds here, you can see they're all shriveled up. So they're dying, which is good. So yeah, I'm really happy with the turnips. I made a comment to a friend about this turnip crop would be the best that I've had, and I probably won't need it the way the summer's going, but he said that when you get a good crop of turnips, you don't need it, because obviously you have a good summer. So it's the rule of thumb. And when you have a poor crop is when you do need it, because it didn't get that moisture to germinate. So I think part of the reason why I've had such a good crop this year is just we've had moisture at the right time, and we're still getting moisture, so the turnips are growing. So yeah, that's enough for me yabbering on. I'm gonna head back for dinner now. Yeah, so yeah, they're looking good, really good. Good leaf on them. We'll pop that one back in there, it can carry on growing. But yeah, all 3 paddocks are like this. Pretty good. This is where these wheel marks here where I was driving when I sprayed. So you always lose a little bit, but you always get a better crop. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you somewhere else on the farm. See ya! So a little update on Suzanne's cabin. It's actually ready to get the tin put on. We're putting V-groove ply on the front, as I might have already told you, and then we're putting black corrugated iron on this side, the back and the 2 sides, and on the roof. So we've actually got the tin right there, and we've got building paper in the shed, so we're ready to go. Really just need bit of time and not too much wind. So yeah, that's what's going on.